Hi guys, I'm Shmi and good morning to you on what looks set to be an awesome day out because today is the Goodwood Supercar Sunday Breakfast Club. Now last year at Supercar Sunday, we took the LT, the FF and the GT4 down, drove the cars in Convoy, and this year, technically we're going one better because we're going to take the Vantage GT8, the Vanquish Volante, the 675 LT Spider and the FF, drive all four cars down to the Goodwood Motor Circuit, be part of the event, do some photo shoots while we're down there, and basically have a pretty amazing day out with all four cars. Firstly though, we've got to start up the GT8, head over to the garage to meet up with the other cars and the guys who are going to be coming down with us today, and then it's going to be, well, the first time I'll actually have seen the LT Spider being driven from another car looking at it on the road, so I'm quite looking forward to that, but it should be a really fun day out. I hope you're going to enjoy it, an opportunity to see all of the cars together, very exciting for me naturally, well, all four of the Supercars. It is Supercar Sunday after all, the Focus RS and the Mini will stay at home, but first we're going to go in GT8 to go over to the garage and find the others. And this is ridiculous. We've got all the cars, so a bunch of guys driving them. I don't know how much you can see of all the cars, but in my mirror, the LT is behind me, then the FF, then the Vanquish. We're also joined by an Alpina that we're using kind of as a camera car, which is a crazy car in its own right. And we're heading down to Goodwood, armed with ample noise. We're going to go the direct way out onto the sort of main roads as quickly as possible so we can all stay together. But so far, just looking at the view in my mirrors right now is absurd. Seeing the LT out on the road is so cool. Anyway, onwards, this is going to be a really epic day. Is it loud enough? Those giggles. How you doing, Joe?
Yeah,
Joe
really
Achilles?
good, really good.
Aaron, baby gorilla?
Having my first proper drive in the LT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On we go. Woohoo! And in the FF, we've got Phil on the camera, we've got Benzene Ben at the wheel, but this is just surreal. This is the most exciting thing possible to do with the cars. Take them out with a bunch of friends, have a good drive. We're heading to the countryside, then we're going to Goodwood. And last, but by no means least, Tom at the wheel of the Vanquish. The wrap looks so good when you see it from outside like that. And then the V12, which you can barely hear over this car, which is currently running with the exhaust valves opened, of course. And it is oh so noisy. We could make it quieter, but that wouldn't really be the spirit of the day, would it? But I'm just kind of speechless right now, looking in the mirror. The LT cruises by, as you do. I think Joe's having fun. And then Ben in the FF at the back. Oh, goodness me. Here they come. So let's give them some noise.
God, that GT8 sounds so good. I can't believe it. It's literally right top of the road. Absolutely love it.
Shout out to the Alpina, the perfect camera car right now that we're using for this journey and we'll be using on the Goodwood circuit later. But this is just ridiculous. This is like honestly, I don't know how to put it into words. This is so much fun. All the guys I hope are having fun. I'll have to check in with everybody afterwards. We're making good progress. Just smiles. And driving this with the exhaust valve open, of course, like, it's just insane. So it is tunnel time. That means wind windows slightly down. F40, F40, F40. He's definitely going the wrong way, but we're in the countryside. Oh, and a 16M as well, yeah, casual. And away we go. Can't hear the radio over the noise. This is what the countryside is about. It is so much nicer driving a car like this, where it can actually come to life and you can enjoy the sound and putting your foot down, and it doesn't have too much power. You can use it, you can drive it, and you can enjoy it. And we're not too much further to go now until Goodwood. We're just, I mean, NASCAR's everywhere. 360, 911, another 911. Oh, this is a good day. McLaren friend. Oh wait, we're not in the McLaren. And a GTR. That awkward moment when you forget which of your cars you're in. My bad, hand up. It seems cars are going the other way because there is a long queue in front of us, but that NSX is rather nice. I've actually seen that car before, but that looks very good. Followed by Caterham, followed by TVR.
Someone else bought an NSX. Someone else bought an NSX.
Red Gallardo. And there's a Veyron going the wrong way, but there's a Bugatti. Very nice. I think everybody's probably just got their cameras out. Oh well. One F40 and another one. 3 F40s in one day. That's cool. That's really cool. And that is what Goodwood Supercar Sunday is about. You never know. We're just in the traffic jam right now. Some people are giving up and are walking. But no doubt we're going to see a few more cars coming towards us. And we're not even there yet. 430 Scuderia. Nice. And then a DBS. DBS Volante. And then a V8 Vantage in the same colour. In cobalt blue. Vantage S. That is where I chose this colour from. So that was the launch colour of the V8 Vantage S. And that is why, this being a V8 Vantage, I felt it deemed the colour. Except it got the orange highlights all the way through, stitching, all of this. Just for a bit of fun. This is it. This is the entrance to the Goodwood Motor Circuit. And it's very, very busy today. In we go, Goodwood Motor Circuit. There's a red Aventador SV. There is an Ultima. Then we have some more F40s, because we haven't had enough F40s yet today. We've got 2 more tucked in here. Keep coming through, literally cars on both sides of us and a crowd of people. Lots of TVRs, Astons, 650S, MS, what was it called? The Can-Am, the MSO, only 50 of those. Noble M600, that's pretty cool. You can see how this is going to go. We've got to get through the crowd of people somehow. Should I just make some noise and then? What cars are behind you there?
There's a
Huayra right there.
Huayra and a Veyron.
Oh, nice. Okay, so we can't see them at the moment, but there's a Huayra there. How's it going? And then there is a Veyron Vitesse, blue carbon Veyron Vitesse. We'll come back and look at those in a moment. What else do we have? On the left we have an SLR, and beyond the SLR, I suspect we have Archie Hamilton's Corvette Grand Sport. How's it going? And look, another F40. Kid you not, there's another F40 there. That's, I've lost count. Is that number 6? Yeah, that's number 6 today. Crazy. Are you filming? This is number 7 and number 8.
And number 9.
Literally 2 more. And number 9.
Hooray for my favourite parts of the day.
Bossy and line you up neatly at the end. One Aventador SV departing, but also off it goes. The craziest thing with this crowd is we just drove straight past this, an MSO SLR. So they only made 25 of these upgrade conversion kits from MSO with the new, more aggressive front end, and just the way this car is with the blue paint with the orange highlights is very cool. Naturally, I'm going to like that. I'm going to try and head further up. Crowds everywhere. There's a Viper right here. Past plenty of basically everything. We'll make our way further on. That's one of the new M4 GTS DTM editions. Only about 200 of those, I think. This event is basically flying by, but we've brought the cars now to line them up for a photo. So we're going to put them in number order. The Vanquish just pulling in behind here, and it will tuck inside the paddock when the other two cars get here as well. And oh, TDF just drove by. I nearly missed that, but let's come around here because appearing there any moment is going to be an F12 TDF. I can hear it. There we go. Lovely. So my other two should be arriving here in a moment, and then we can park them all up, take some photos, do that here, and then we'll take them outside as well. No pressure on Joe here. The whole world watching him parking the car. Literally everyone watching him.
I kind of messed that up.
You also have multiple cameras on you.
I've got parking sensors and a Robert behind me.
I've just moved my GT8 because we have not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 GT8s together here in one place, which is just awesome. And these guys have been brave enough to come with the front splitters on as well. The Flugplatz blue one looks really nice with the blue accent pack. But literally, take your pick, GT8s galore. The noise, imagine if we all revved them at the same time, would just be something else. But yeah, it was a sort of absolute must that had to line them all up here today. Very neat. We're all of a sudden out on track, and it is photo shoot time. So take a look in front of us, and the Vanquish and FF are currently being shot by Sam, hanging out the back of the Alpina. We're following towards the back with the GT8. The LT is alongside on the right as well, but this is kind of slow because there are sound regulations, but it should make some pretty awesome photos, making this whole day, well, very worthwhile if it wasn't already. But this is super cool, just cruising with the pack like this on the legendary Goodwood motor circuit. This is a proper place. There is a lot of history to it, and we're just driving around with all 4 cars, even if it's slow and gentle and careful and easy. But being with them all, especially for me right now at the back, I'm just like, I'm pinching myself whether this is actually real right now. Is this like genuinely happening? All the cars just cruising along. This is ridiculous. I'm completely lost for words.
Like, we have the LT like bang in the middle of the front.
Sam giving us tips on where we're gonna go. That was so cool to watch. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculously cool. We've been taking plenty of pics. Then a last little line up here with the 2 sort of track cars on the start area of the track at Goodwood. But what we're going to do now is head off for a bit of lunch. But it's just really, really cool for me having the cars here, doing this, having a lot of fun, friends as well, being involved in the whole day and just getting some amazing shots. So finally, those graphics are going to be updated. So big thanks to Goodwood for this opportunity. We're going to jump in the cars though now and head over for some lunch. I was nearly going to be a little bit fussy about the parking of the FF, but in this instance, we can let it off because there is an F12 TDF alongside. That's the one we spotted earlier, but here it is, and it looks so nice in the sort of 3 different grey scales. The dark grey, the light silver, and the black on the stripes. This is such an awesome car, and I suppose technically it's based on the same 6.3 litre V12 as the FF, but in there, you have 780 horsepower, massive aero, and basically a savage machine, and, well, presumably not the easiest machine to get out of this car park, which is really quite tight if you can kind of get a feel for that. So we'll allow that parking. LT tucked in there, and the 2 Astons in another car park just the other side. Alpina here too, but we're going to go into this pub, have some lunch, and then the drive back home afterwards. We're getting ready to set off then, and all the cars seem to have made it out just fine. I'm going to jump into the LT with Sam driving, although I'm going to enjoy listening to it rumbling away first, just because it sounds relatively entertaining. You have that noise in the GT8.
I know you're probably filming, but anyway, that thing sounds so good from back here. You're getting those pops and bangs going, and I can just smell it. It smells like I'm in an aircraft carrier or something.
That would be Joe in the Vanquish behind us. It's tunnel time. We've swapped around again then. This time I've been driving in the LT on the motorway back to London, where now we have a traffic jam in front of us. So from here on it's going to be a little bit boring. It's actually taking an awfully long time to get back today, but at least the weather's nice, the sun's out, sunglasses are on, the roof is open. All the cars are sort of bunched up a little bit behind me in the traffic jam, but we're going to head on back basically to wrap things up pretty much. But what a day this has been. And here we are, back where today basically got really underway at the storage where the LT is now parked over there. I'm in the GT8. The FF is just on that side of me. They're all plugged into their trickles after a pretty good run out. Now, I don't know when I'll drive the FF and the LT again, other than getting them cleaned and parked up again properly, undercover and put away to bed, really. The Vanquish and the GT8 are going to go to Italy for Fuel Faction Due, so stay tuned for that in the coming days. They're going to be shipped down. I'm going to fly down. I've got some other stuff going on before, and it would be pointless to drive them because it's a very long way sitting on the motorway. But today has been amazing. All of you guys who are at Goodwood Supercar Sunday, great to meet you all. Took an awful lot of selfies today, but wonderful as always. The guys who are driving the cars, I hope they've all had fun. Big thanks to all of them. It's been brilliant for me. Really enjoyable and memorable. And I hope you guys watching have enjoyed the video too. That is it for now though. I am very tired. It has been an awfully long day, so I'm going to wrap up this one there. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers.